Alright, imagine this: you are about to upgrade your phone, and suddenly Oppo drops a flagship that is not just trying to compete, but straight up dominate every category that actually matters in 2026. And yeah, I am talking about the Oppo Find X9 Ultra, which is officially launching on April 21st, and this thing is shaping up to be an absolute monster. So if you are into cameras, performance, battery, or just want the best of the best, this might be the one to watch. And before we go deeper, make sure to hit that subscribe button and drop a like, because I am bringing you all the latest tech just like this every single time. So let's start with what actually makes this phone different, because honestly, every brand throws big numbers these days, but Oppo seems to be playing a very interesting game here. The headline feature is that insane 10x periscope telephoto camera, and this is not just any zoom lens. This is paired with a custom 50 megapixel Samsung sensor, which means we are not just getting zoom, we are getting usable zoom, like proper crisp detailed shots even at crazy distances. And if Oppo nails the image processing, this could easily rival or even beat what we have seen from Samsung and Apple in the zoom department. Now here is where things get even crazier, because rumors are pointing towards dual 200 megapixel cameras on the back, which sounds honestly wild, like we are entering a phase where smartphones are basically turning into professional camera setups in your pocket. And if you combine that with Oppo's color science and tuning, this could be one of the most versatile camera systems ever put on a phone, from ultra-wide to insane zoom. Everything covered, and this is exactly the kind of stuff that gets tech enthusiasts excited. And speaking of excitement, the design is also getting a refresh. Oppo is teasing a redesigned camera module, which likely means a more refined and possibly premium look, because let's be real, design matters a lot, especially in flagship phones. You are paying top dollar, so you want something that looks and feels premium in your hand, and Oppo usually does a pretty solid job in that department. Now let's talk about the display, because this is where you interact with the phone all the time, and Oppo is reportedly going with a massive 6.82-inch AMOLED panel with a 144Hz refresh rate, which basically means super smooth scrolling, insane responsiveness, and overall, just a very fluid experience, whether you are gaming, watching videos, or just casually using your phone. And if the brightness and color accuracy are on point, this could easily be one of the best displays on any smartphone this year. Performance is another area where Oppo is not holding back, because the Find X9 Ultra is expected to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, which is basically the next level flagship chip. So expect top-tier performance, whether you are gaming, multitasking, or pushing the phone to its limits. This thing should handle everything without breaking a sweat. And this is exactly what you want from a flagship in 2026. No compromises, just raw power. Now here is something that really surprised me: the battery, because Oppo is rumored to pack a massive 7,050 milliamp hours battery into this phone, which is honestly insane for a flagship like this. And if that turns out to be true, we are talking about potentially 2-day battery life for normal usage, and even heavy users should comfortably get through a full day. And knowing Oppo, they will probably include super fast charging as well, so even if you do run out, you can quickly top it up and get back to using your phone. Quick pause here: if you are still watching, you are clearly into tech, just like me, so go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, because it really helps the channel and keeps these videos coming. Now, alongside the Ultra, Oppo is also launching the Find X9s Pro, but this one seems to be more focused on the Chinese market, at least for now. Still, it is packing some serious specs, like a 200 megapixel main camera and even a 200 megapixel periscope, which again shows how aggressively Oppo is pushing camera technology right now. And it is powered by the Dimensity 9500 chip with a slightly smaller display and a 7,000 milliamp hours battery, so even the secondary model is no joke. But let's be real, the spotlight is clearly on the Ultra, and it makes sense, because this is Oppo's chance to really prove itself on a global stage and compete directly with the biggest names out there. And from what we know so far, they are not just playing safe, they are going all in with big specs, bold camera upgrades, and a focus on real-world performance. The real question now is, can Oppo deliver on all these promises? Because on paper, this phone looks almost too good to be true. Massive battery, insane cameras, top-tier performance, high refresh rate display. It is ticking all the boxes. But as always, the real test will be in the actual user experience. Things like camera consistency, thermal performance, software optimization. These are the details that separate a good phone from a truly great one. And if Oppo manages to get those right, the Find X9 Ultra could easily become one of the best flagship phones of the year, maybe even the phone to beat. which is a big statement, but honestly, based on what we are seeing, it is not unrealistic at all. So yeah, April 21st is definitely a date to keep in mind, because this launch could shake things up in a big way, and I will be covering everything from the official reveal to the full review, so you do not want to miss that. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that like button so you stay updated with all the latest tech drops, and I will catch you in the next one.